All right, get moving, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some...
Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go, wide in. What do you think? Here we go, wide in. What do you think? There we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide in. What do you think?
Time is running out. This is it. We go for gold.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? There we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide in. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. 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 Hey, here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. 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 Hey, here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. Here we go. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Here we go. Wide in. Wide. Hey, here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. 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 Hey, here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. Here we go. Here we go. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. Hey, here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. 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 Here we go. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. Hey, here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kick. Here we go. Wide in. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. 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 Hey, here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 18. There we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Hey, here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Hey, here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. 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 Hey, here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18. Hey, here we go. Wide 8. Wide 18.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check.
Hey, kill.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
We're going to 54. Wide eight.
Now a give, right side. Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Returnable for Grant. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 26-yard line.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
It's a gain of 7.
Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Dolphin first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Ballaz. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now Ballaz. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Mike, 48.
Wait, Ernie!
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done.
Five.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check 43. Check. Fresno.
Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Sponge. No. Check three. Hey, check.
Here we go, 46. SOS. Switch it, hey.
Out. Hey.
26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go, 4-8. Here we're going to 53.
Slam. Switch.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Prescott down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Come on, set.
35.
Watch the run. Kill.
Room here to run. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys 5. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Walton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Elliott. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
He's checking.
Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
20.
48 Smart.
Regular.
On the toss, here's Ballaz. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballaz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Kill.
He's coming to double up. Watch the eye. Shoot!
Here's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, it's Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Then we're going to 53. 47. Done.
Use you. It comes to me, it's me. Mike, 55.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run here with Ballaz. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Hey, check, cross. Hey, Haywood.
Second down and goal. Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Clive Walford, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Kill. 47. Go. Get out there. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. Cooper was the intended target. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This one fielded at the 5.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Mike 80!
Mike 5-4. Come to my work.
Left.
Come to my work. Switch. Slam.
Go ahead.
Watch twitch.
Kill.
54.
Hey, Foxtrot.
54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
From the 45 on second down, Fitzpatrick nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
Toss play to Ballaz. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Hey, color.
Rush in.
Ballaz. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. I think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick will sneak it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
25, check 25, check 25.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Prescott from the gun. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Taco Charlton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check 26.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
3rd and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here comes Grant on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 28.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Regular.
Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick caught. It's Wilson.
Here comes the boom.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And it's third down.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
Kill!
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Right here, right here.
Third and short yardage. Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
34. Hey, zoom.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Breaks a tackle. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Mike Bennett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on first down, Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
Kill.
Under 10. 10. Yeah,
26.
They go to Elliott again. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Check your hot read.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
You can't block me.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, alert, fine, crazy hard. 48 right now. Let's go. Time to go, night-night.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen to Ballaz. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Fitzpatrick now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
There you go. Get down, get down, get down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Wilson's got it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Jim.
35. Hey, 5-0. Go.
I got one.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.